What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dylan, and we're back with another one. Hope y'all doing good today. Today, I want to explore more of the MyEras in NBA 2K26. We are going to be exploring the Kobe era. Starts in 2002 season, the year before LeBron James and the 2003 draft class entered the league. I want to do what my Orlando Magic should have did years ago, and that was build a championship team around Tracy McGrady. Orlando Magic Tracy McGrady was different. It is sad that they weren't able to build a championship contender around him. Obviously, they ended up getting Dwight Howard the year after the LeBron draft class. Ended up working out pretty well for him going into that 2009 NBA Finals, but did end up losing to Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. So yeah, it's time to bring the Magic their first championship. Orlando Magic, that's my childhood team. Grew up a Florida kid, always loved the Magic. Dwight Howard, I was a super fan of when I was a kid. And yeah, it was super exciting to see them go to those finals. I remember watching those finals as a kid and being devastated once Kobe and the Lakers eventually beat us. So enough talking, let's jump right into it. All right, so here we go. I'm not going to customize the salary cap. I'm going to rely on 2K being able to naturally progress it how it went in years past. I assume it's going to be accurate. So yeah, we'll see. So the salary cap in the year 2002 is going to be $40 million with a hard cap of 72. Doing a simple luxury tax here. Injuries are on. Yeah, not really changing a whole lot there. And this year, the worst team has a 25% chance at the number one pick. I think today it's 14 or something like that. Got all the old logos here. We got an odd number of teams at 29, which was kind of weird thinking about it. I like looking at all these old logos, very nostalgic. It brings me joy. Love that Houston Rockets logo, the Raptors, of course. One of the greatest all-time NBA logos. Seattle Supersonics still here before they turned into the Thunder. I do like that old Timberwolves logo a lot too. The old school Warriors logo. So got this Magic roster here. 94 overall defense with the 87 defensive rating as a team. They were 44 and 38 the year prior. Average age of 27. Got Tracy McGrady obviously there at the helm. With Grant Hill, injuries did put a stain on Grant Hill's career, and he just wasn't able to pan out for the Magic the way they were hoping to. He's definitely going to be a trade piece as soon as we enter this rebuild. Obviously, we got LeBron coming next year. We'd be foolish not to at least attempt to trade for a draft pick that could get LeBron or even tank ourselves. When LeBron James is coming into the league in the next season, we're definitely going to try to bring him in to pair him up with T-Mac in some sort of way. At least get a top 4 pick and try to get Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. We could get Melo if we don't end up getting LeBron. We got Mike Miller here on the team as well. Today is Paolo Banchero's agent, Daryl Armstrong. You got Jacques Vaughn, Sean Kemp, Horace Grant, Pat Garrity, just to name a few. So yeah, saying right here, the Charlotte Bobcats joined the league here in 2004. The league will expand into 6 divisions. Social media makes its debut. 7 games in the first round of the playoffs in 2003. Instant replay added in 2002. So it says it has a 2000s era presentation with advanced overlays, 2000s specific commentary from a new commentary booth, several new floors and uniforms. Definitely going to be looking into like watching a game or two throughout the simulation, seeing what they're talking about there. Use the 2003 draft class, of course. You got Tim Duncan is the best player in the league in 2002 with a 98 overall there on the Spurs. Greatest power forward of all time in my opinion. Kobe Bryant and Shaq on the Lakers, they're both a 97 in here. Kevin Garnett on the Timberwolves is going to be a 96, 26 years old. Then T-Mac is the 5th best player in the league. Rating-wise, is going to be our centerpiece moving forward. And obviously, if we can get LeBron, we're really hoping to get LeBron. But yeah, we will see if we can. Obviously, with us keeping T-Mac, we're going to be winning some games. So I don't know if we're going to be able to contend for a number 1 pick. Even if we put a terrible team around T-Mac, I could still see us end up being an 8th seed. Oh yeah, there's no play-in in this either, which I kind of like. Tracy McGrady's cousin here, Vince Carter. We may try to get him on the Magic. He did end up eventually joining the Magic later on, but that was after Tracy McGrady had left. Michael Jordan's at 87 here in his age 39 season. and he's on $1 million contract. I never knew like what his Wizards contract was, but if they got him for $1 million, that's insane. Let's get right into it. But yeah, what I was gonna say is we're gonna try to trade Grant Hill for like a role player, a lower overall player, and try to get a first round pick. The Cavs, they got Zydrunas Ilgauskas here, Ricky Davis, Carlos Boozer. Obviously, they ended up getting the #1 pick after this season. So let's try to go ahead and get their pick. Is that kind of cheating though? And we're getting them Grant Hill. What are some other bad teams? The Knicks aren't too good on here. Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, Kurt Thomas. Clippers, we could try to get their pick. Got the old school Jazz here. You got Karl Malone and John Stockton, age 39 and age 40 season. So the thing with trying to trade Grant Hill and getting a lesser player and a pick for him is he is a $12 million player in this year. That is a lot of money in this league. The Blazers, they got 80 overall, 37-year-old Scottie Pippen at the helm with Derek Anderson, Bonzi Wells, Ruben Patterson. Let's get their pick. We'll take the Trailblazers first round pick. And Damon Stoudemire we could bring in. He's making the same amount of money as Grant Hill. Playmaking shot creator. So can initiate the offense and knock down a three-point shot. Still got Mike Miller, who we can build around with Tracy McGrady. Kind of be that corner three shooter for Tracy McGrady. And so that puts Grant Hill on their team. That'll be their best player. Scottie Pippen, 37 years old. They got guys to go to. They got Sabonis' pops over here. They got Zach Randolph, a 21-year-old Zach Randolph. They could win some games, but out there in the West, man, I think this is a good trade for sure. So Damon Stoudemire and first round unprotected from the Blazers for Grant Hill. Let's see what they say. They don't accept. Let's see if we can throw anybody in there to sweeten up the pot. Got 34-year-old Darrell Armstrong, who we could give back to kind of replace. He's kind of our starting point guard right now. Got a 27-year-old Jacques Vaughn. I kind of want to trade him instead. And just give us like a 31-year-old Frank Murphy making $8 million. We can't do that. We need like a $4 million player. Antonio Daniels, question mark. We're trying not to be good though. They got Jack Harris making $16 million a year as a 64 overall. We did Damon Stoudemire, Jack Harris with his ridiculous contract, who may help us getting the first overall pick for these next 2 years. And then a Zach Randolph to develop. 21-year-old Zach Randolph here on a 3-year deal. Give him Sean Kemp, Jacques Vaughn, and Grant Hill. I don't think they'll accept it, but let's see. No, they definitely won't. Okay, we got to figure something out. All right, so we got Scottie Pippen in their first round pick and Arvydas Sabonis. We got Grant Hill and Sean Kemp here, and we're going to throw in a first round pick of our own. Let's say 2006, unprotected. We'll still have to make the roster a little bit worse if we're going to want a chance to get a good pick ourselves with our own pick. But Scottie Pippen could come in, develop some guys, do some mentorship, and Arvydas Sabonis as well. Let's see what they say to this trade, though. All right, they have a counter offer. So they want to give us Antonio Daniels. We can give you like Jacques Vaughn, maybe? Will you take that? Should we do Darrell Armstrong instead? Definitely at the tail end of his career, though, at 34. Darrell Armstrong is in a contract year. Probably wouldn't re-sign him anyway, so we'll throw him in the deal. So Grant Hill, Sean Kemp, Darrell Armstrong, and our 2006 pick for Scottie Pippen, Sabonis, Antonio Daniels, and their first rounder. Let's see what they say. They have a counter offer. So they want us to throw in a second round, 2 unprotected second round picks. We'll definitely do that. And then they want to give us this 70 overall Ruben Boomshay. How have I not heard of this guy? But 7-foot center, decent rebounder and post defender. Yes, we'll take this deal. If the Cavs naturally get the first pick and LeBron goes there anyway, I'll be happy to see that. But I really want to get LeBron for us. So leave Jacques Vaughn being our only point guard. We do got Antonio Daniels, though, who can't play the point. Tracy McGrady. Got Rolando Cunningham backing him up. Got Mike Miller as our starting 3. A lot of power forwards, a lot of centers on this team. We're going to have to move some of them and try to get some guard and wing depth, because if any of our guards get hurt, we're basically not even able to play a game at that point. So yeah, Arvydas Sabonis here. He's got 9 overall badges. Scottie Pippen's got 10. So we'll definitely look into some mentorship here. Could try to trade away Horace Grant. Yeah, let's just throw some guys in the trade finder here. That way I'm not digging for trades all damn day and night. Let's see what we can get for Ryan Humphrey. We got Earl Watson here. He's a 73 overall, age 23. Entering year 2 of his career, was drafted in the 2nd round. We'll bring him in as a backup point guard, give up a 2nd round pick for that. Let's see what we can get for Pat Burke. All right, so we're going to bring in Larry Hansen and a top 3 protected pick from the Kings in 05. The Kings are pretty good roster-wise, so I don't think they'll be in a position to have a top 3 pick. So I think we should just accept this. That way we can just stack up on some picks here. I definitely think that will kick in for the 2005 draft. Maybe get somebody interesting there. So yeah, kind of fills out our guard depth a little bit better. I'd like to bring in a backup 3 for Mike Miller for sure. Still can trade one of these centers. Hubert Davis will bring in a 2nd round pick to trade for Horace Grant, just to have some backup wing depth. And yeah, Scottie Pippen, having him on the team with Tracy McGrady is going to worry me. I feel like we're going to be a little too good. And I don't want to give up Mike Miller. Let's get rid of Pat Garrity and Andrew DeClerc. Milwaukee Bucks offering us a 06 first rounder. That'll give us back our 06 that we gave up in that Blazers trade. And Jason Caffey. Shout out Bo Outlaw, former Magic player. Yeah, that Milwaukee Bucks trade is honestly looking like the best one. So let's go ahead and get the Bucks unprotected 06 pick. Oh, that would put us at 13 players. Need a trade exception, but we do it. Olumide Oyedeji is the best I can pronounce that. We'll try to develop him. He's only 21 years old. Got Scottie Pippen under contract for 1 more year. Hopefully he retires. Same thing with Sabonis. We probably won't bring them 2 back. Those are just going to be our veteran mentors. Is this a tank team, man? Let's look at the power rankings real quick. Yeah, we're 11th in the power rankings. That's way too high. I don't know if it's adjusted since. Blazers are at the bottom. That's great because we have their pick. We're 14th in the GM rankings. Even with me trying to tank, I'm still kind of setting this team up. Let's look into player mentorship here. We're going to get Sabonis to mentor Olumide here. Going to give him that hook specialist paint prodigy badge. And we're going to give him post powerhouse badge as well. I've decided we're going to let Stephen Hunter get mentored by Scottie Pippen, our 1st round pick last year. On ball menace, we're going to give him. Going to give him a layup mix master badge. On ball menace. And an off ball pest badge. Boom. Gonna make him a defensive machine. See, I got those 2 young guys getting mentored by Sabonis and Pippen here. And this starting 5 doesn't look too bad, man. I honestly feel like we need to get worse. Our bench is rough for sure. Got Doc Rivers as the head coach here. Gonna try to get him his first championship as a head coach with the Orlando Magic. Everything seems like it's neutral here. Average tempo. That's fine. We're not trying to win anyway. Let's just see how it goes. If we're doing too good, we'll make some more trades. So yeah, going with a 10-man rotation. Nice balanced lineup. What's our system proficiency? Balanced system. It says we can do a perimeter centric. That really wasn't a thing at this time, so we're not really going to do it. So yeah, we'll just stick with the balanced system here. Let's get right down to it, man. Let's simulate this season. We got to sign a free agent here. Skip to my Lou here. Rafer Alston is here. Could sign him. He's expecting $2.5 million though. I don't think we got the cap for that. Oh, and they got all the G League, the old D League teams on here. Oh wow. Yeah, that's cool. There's the Osceola Magic. Oh no, is this today's? Because that's a new logo for the Magic. Where's the Mad Ants? Let's just bring in like a 65 overall small forward. Oscar Teague. inside out, high flying slasher with an A+ 3-pointer. Sign me up. Let's give you 500,000. Oscar Teague accepts. Welcome to the team. Ooh, getting a first round pick offer for Jacques Vaughn. Carlos Rodriguez, 65 overall shooting guard. We're just loading up on picks at this point. And Jacques Vaughn is kind of doing better than we want. So we'll accept it. Getting so many offers for him, we were going to end up trading him anyway. Got a 2006 first rounder now. Earl Watson's hurt too, so we essentially don't have a point guard. Lumide is hurt. Not going to be trading Stephen Hunter. Stephen Hunter's hurt, so he's going to be out 2 to 4 months. Let's look at the power rankings. Yeah, we're 20th in the league, so we're competing. The Utah Jazz are horrible. They're 2-23. I guess this was the year of the Karl Malone, John Stockton complete fall off. And if LeBron goes to the Jazz, I'm going to be pissed. So the Jazz are 2-23. Damn, their first round pick is so valuable. Let's see if they're willing to part ways with it at all. All right, so the Jazz are willing to do a pick swap with us. Oh, they want our Blazers pick though. No, we're not doing that. They will give us an unprotected first round pick. Their first round unprotected for Mark Jackson. I mean, they'll give us Mark Jackson and an unprotected first this year for Mike Miller and Larry Hansen in a second rounder. Dude, I love Mike Miller. He's averaging 17 points a game here, shooting almost 40% from 3 on 33 minutes a night. Dude, this is almost a no-brainer, right? Oh, man, I did not want to trade Mike Miller in this, man. They're looking so good for that first overall pick. Every other scenario, they want to do a swap, which I'd rather not. Yeah, we got to do it, right? I mean, fuck. For LeBron James, it should be a no-brainer, right? Like, why am I stressing over Mike Miller so damn bad? The Heat could be contending. They've lost a lot of games. There's still a lot of season left. So let's... This is tough, man. When's the trade deadline? So January 30th. Let's send him to January 30th and see what happens. So they want to get Sabonis from us. I'm going to decline that. I like Sabonis on the squad. Winning too many games. Sabonis is hurt. So that's good. We'll lose some games now. We're winning too many games, man. I got to make this team worse. We're 23-24 right before the trade deadline. This team's got to get worse, even though we got a couple good picks. Miami Heat, Utah Jazz still way down here, so we got to get one of their picks for sure. Let's see what the Jazz want for their pick now that we're at the trade deadline. It probably just raised up in stock, though. That's the thing. No offers were found for their pick. Yikes, we should have did that Mike Miller trade. What about the Heat? All right. Here's what we'll do. Jazz, where you at? Give us Mark Jackson. We'll give you Mike Miller. All right. We'll offer Mike Miller and Antonio Daniels for Mark Jackson and John Amaechi for their first round pick. I doubt they'll take this. What if we give you that Kings pick? And we'll give you the Wizards lottery protected. And we'll give you the top 3 protected from the Kings. Yes! All right. We went a little hard on that one. I can't lie. We went a little hard. We are ODing right now. You got Pippen and Sabonis, Mark Jackson leading the way, Hubert Davis. It's actually not a bad squad. We did have to get a little worse. I did not want to trade Mike Miller, but that was our main trade piece that we had to give. We could have did Pippen or Sabonis, but we're trying to start this team fully from scratch, essentially. Nobody's safe besides T-Mac. Let's go ahead and add T-Mac to Untouchables. He is averaging 36 points a game this season, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 57% shooting, 36 from 3, 75% free throw on 37 minutes a night. Yeah, he's fucking insane. We're still going to be winning some games, but we got a lot of veteran pieces in here. We got first round picks. We got our own. We got the Jazz. And we got the Trailblazers first round picks. Yeah, we gave up a lot. We gave up so much. We gave up 2 protected firsts from other teams. The Kings first this year. And Mike Miller. And Antonio Daniels. Yeah, that's honestly, if we don't get LeBron, that's going to be a bad trade to finish the season out. No more trades. We got 3 first rounders. No more trades. Sophomore rookie team. Yao Ming on the rookie team getting 14 points. Sophomore team here, you got Jason Richardson, Gilbert Arenas, Tony Parker, Zach Randolph, Richard Jefferson. Yeah, pretty cool teams there. Peja Stojakovic won the 3-point contest. What was that? Darius Miles won the dunk contest. We're still 25 and 26, still a 500 team. Tracy McGrady did make the All-Star for us here. I imagine nobody else did. Algauskas is on here. Chauncey Billups, Kenyon Martin, Vince Carter, Algauskas, Ben Wallace, Abdul Rahim, Allen Iverson, MJ, Jason Kidd, Paul Pierce, and Antoine Walker. East All-Stars, you had Shaq. Yeah, the West beat us for sure. West is so much better. Shaq, Dirk, Tim Duncan, C. Webb, Steve Nash, Kobe, Kevin Garnett, Gary Payton, Stephon Marbury, Elton Brand, Karl Malone, and Gilbert Arenas. And we're just going to have to be okay with being a 500 team. We can't do any more trades. But we got some great first-round picks, so we're going to have to rely on those to get it done for us. Kobe Bryant, MVP of the league with 37 points a game. I think T-Mac should have probably won it. He did get hurt a little bit at the end of the season, but he was doing just as good, and we're just not a good team. That's probably why he didn't win it. But yeah, 37, 7, and 6 with 2 steals and almost a block a game. Shot almost 60% from the floor, 47% from 3, and 80% free throw. Well-deserved MVP there. Yao Ming getting Rookie of the Year with 18 and 13, over 2 blocks a game. Terrell Brandon, 6th Man of the Year with 11 and 6, grabbing a couple boards over a steal. Ben Wallace, Defensive Player of the Year, over 3 blocks a game and a steal. And you got Rookie Davis, Most Improved, with 23 points a game, leading the Cavs there. I'm going to be interested to see what their pick ends up being. Ricky Smith is the Coach of the Year with the Timberwolves, 60 and 22. That was first in the conference out there in the West. Drew Frank, Executive of the Year. We went 37 and 45, and maybe it's recognizing getting so many first-round picks, still putting together a pretty good season despite trying to tank. Yeah, it just shows like my trade brain, like it won't even let me bring in guys I don't like, because I could have obviously got a bunch of terrible players, but I want to build something for the future. We can't just be straight buns. First team, T-Mac does get on there. I see why they give it to Kobe, him being on the better team, and his stats were just slightly better, even though Tracy scored more. Kevin Garnett on the first team as well, Tim Duncan and Shaq, hell of a team there. AI, Jason Kidd, Chris Webber, Dirk, and Yao Ming on the second team. Yao Ming is a rookie getting on that second team. You got Gary Payton, Gilbert Arenas, Elton Brand, Paul Pierce, and Ben Wallace on the third team. All defensive first team, you got Kobe Bryant, Ron Artest, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Ben Wallace. Second team's going to be Jason Kidd. You got Tracy McGrady on there, Chris Webber, Dirk, and Shaq. All rookie first team, you got Yao Ming, Amari Stoudemire, Jay Williams, Carlos Boozer, and Nene. All rookies. Obviously, we didn't make it. Let me look at the final standings. Tracy McGrady getting numerous Player of the Week and Player of the Month. He had to have been right there for that MVP voting. Regular season stats for that season. T-Mac with his crazy-ass year, MVP year, in my opinion. We could have overrode it, but we'll let Kobe have it. Scottie Pippen, he did get 12 and 5 and 4 over a steal and a half. Definitely still doing his thing in the age 37 season. Mark Jackson was a 7 and 7. Hubert Davis got himself 7 points. Oscar Teague getting himself 8 points a game on 13 minutes a night. Nice shooting from him. 47% from 3 as well. Miami Heat did finish with the worst record in the East. We were 37 and 45. That left us at 11th, tied with the Wizards. And then the Jazz with the worst record in the league, 23 and 59. So we will have the best odds to land that first overall pick. Blazers as well, 25 and 57. So those being the 2 worst records. So we have a chance to get the number 1 and number 2 pick. So those trades did end up working well for us. Yeah, Timberwolves finishing out there, the top of the West. Nets finishing out top on the East. Some reason though, everybody on the team has a great morale right now except Stephen Hunter. Our bench unit is kind of pissed, but all of our starters, Tracy McGrady, Scottie Pippen, Sabonis, are joyous for whatever reason. Even though we finished 11th in the East. Are they joyous to go to Cabo? Put up a lot of points per game. All right, let me stop obsessing over this bad team. Let's simulate these playoffs. Timberwolves and Lakers go to the Western Conference Finals. Kevin Garnett do overcome them in 5. Nets beat the Raptors in 6. So you got Nets, Timberwolves here. They're already up 2-1. Looks like the Timberwolves are going to be your NBA championships. Timberwolves are going to be your NBA champions for the 2002-2003 season. Kevin Garnett, of course, being your finals MVP. Shout out KG. 32 and 16 and 5. Over a steal and a block a game. Shot almost 60%. 33% from 3. Very nice, very nice. And you know what time it is, folks. We did all that for what? John Stockton's going to retire. Scottie Pippen's going to retire. Kevin Willis is going to retire. Horace Grant is going to retire. Chris Dudley, Avery Johnson, Steve Kerr, Cliff Robinson, Jared Thomas. Not going to override any of these. I assume this is how it really went down. Those are the most notables there. And Sabonis does retire too. So that went perfectly to plan. We brought them in to mentor some guys, do their farewell tour right off in the sunset. They get to do just that. Sabonis and Pippen retired. They made it much easier on us, freed up a lot of cap room. Hall of Fame inductees, John Stockton and Scottie Pippen are going to be going to the Hall. Got their stats right there. John Stockton averaging a double-double for his career. Absolutely insane. Jersey retirements, John Stockton, Scottie Pippen, and Patrick Ewing all get their jersey retired with their respected teams. Well-deserved. Historic changes. So the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to do their rebrand this year. That old Cavs logo was kind of, it almost looked like a middle school like sports book logo or something. I don't know. Uniforms, Orlando Magic do their rebrand as well. No league meetings here. All right, this is what we came to see, folks. So we have the top 2 odds of the first overall pick via Portland and Utah. The Celtics get 13th. Wizards get 12th. We got our own pick here. We're predicted to get the 11th pick. Hopefully we can get up a little bit, top 10 maybe. So we get the 11th pick with our own draft pick in our tank year. We'll still be able to get a solid player with that. And if we get the top 2 picks, we could get LeBron and Melo on the same team. That's going to be nuts. LeBron, Melo, and T-Mac. It's going to be unfair, dude. The Nuggets here, who would end up getting Melo, they get the 9th pick. They're not going to be anywhere close to getting Melo. So the Cavs, I don't know who they got that pick from. Oh, that's their own pick. They're projected to get the 6th pick in this one. And the Miami Heat get the 6th pick. Oh, and they had the 3rd best odds of getting the number 1 pick, and they ended up getting the 6th pick. Sonics at 7. Grizzlies here got the best chances to get the 5th pick. Oh, no! So we get a 5th pick. Oh, my gosh. We're going to end up with like David West or something, man. So with the Trailblazers pick, we get the 5th pick. We still got the Jazz pick, who we're relying on to get the number 1. And now we're projected to get the 4th pick? No. No! Fuck! Are you shitting me, bro? Are you shitting me? All we needed was 2 top 4 picks, and you give me 4th and 5th? We did all that trading for this, man. Cavs get the 2nd pick when they were projected to get 6. So they're going to get Melo or Braun. And the Grizzlies, after all, are going to get LeBron after all that. Remember when and it was from Houston's pick. So Houston would have got the 1st overall pick. So we could have traded with Houston. Oh, man. You can't get any unluckier than that. We could have got Melo and Braun, and we fall to 4th and 5th. I'm pissed. We got the 11th pick as well. There's the rest of the draft board down there. We still got Doc Rivers under contract here. We need to get a scout, a CFO, and a team doctor. We're still going to be able to bring in some great players with these 2 top 5 picks. And hopefully, like, freaking Melo or somebody falls to us, man. That is annoying, though. I can't even lie, that's just annoying. So we bring in Antoine Rollins as a head scout, Alex Harrington as a CFO. We still need a doctor. Alex Ford, we will sign. LeBron James, Melo, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade will all invite for a workout. We'll invite Petrus, why not? We'll invite Boris Diaw, Kirk Heinrich, just to have some fun with it. We'll invite Nick Collison, invite James Jones, Kyle Korver, we'll invite Jose Calderon. Actually, we already got those guys fully. We already got James Jones and Kyle Korver fully scouted, so we'll use it to look at other guys. Jose Calderon. David West is way down here. May be able to get him in the second round. Do we have any second round picks? I don't think we do, so we may just get him at 11. I don't care. Kendrick Perkins is in this draft as well. Mo Williams is here. Yeah, not starting the LeBron James Magic team like I wanted, but it is what it is. Chris Bosh had a great workout with us. We'll definitely grab Bosh if he's there at 4. I imagine it's going to go LeBron, Melo, Wade. So hopefully Bosh is there. Who we get at the 5th pick is to be determined. Here we go. Here's the fucking draft. Grizzlies get the first pick after all. Let's see it. LeBron James goes to the Memphis Grizzlies out of St. Vincent St. Mary High School. That pisses me off. And there goes Melo to the Cavs. Dwayne Wade goes to his hometown team, the Chicago Bulls. Orlando Magic are on the clock. We're going to go Chris Bosh here. It's a no-brainer. So we're going to have Chris Bosh and Tracy McGrady, who I'm actually very, very excited about. And we'll still be able to build a championship team around. Now who we get at the 5th pick is going to be determined. Could get Kirk Heinrich here. It really falls off after that Chris Bosh pick, though. But maybe we would benefit because we do need a center bad. I was going to say we could go like Kirk Heinrich here. Great three-point shooter. He's got 10 badges as a rookie already. Yeah, we're going to grab Kirk Heinrich here. Probably should have. We were thinking about Chris Kaman, but we need a point guard. Chris Kaman does go to the Heat, though. So the Cavs trade back up. They're going to, well, they don't trade up. They trade for the 7th overall pick. They're going to get rid of Ricky Davis. They see somebody they like here at 7. They like Mikel Petrus. Great pick. We were going to get him probably at 11. He did end up eventually playing with the Magic. I think that was actually our draft pick that year, if I'm not mistaken. Bulls trade for the 8th pick. They get Boris Diaw. TJ Ford goes 9th to the Nuggets. Zaza Pachulia goes 10th to the Suns. And we're on the clock here at 11. Nick Collison here. James Jones is here. Kyle Korver is here. Marquise Daniels. I think I like Kyle Korver the most, just out of looking at everybody. He did have a very nice career. And yeah, we're going to go Kyle Korver here with the 11th overall pick. Don't got no second rounders, so we're just going to finish it off there. Acquired Kyle Korver, Chris Bosh, and Kirk Heinrich all in the draft. I'd say that's a pretty solid draft. Did David West go undrafted? Oh no, he went to the Trailblazers. I didn't see him. Top of the 2nd round. Man, he would have been a good pick. He was a 73 overall too. All right. Rookie signing. Obviously going to sign all our rookies. They're going to be a big part of this rebuild here. Chris Bosh being our second option off the rip. No team options, player options here. Oscar Teague, we will extend a qualifying offer to. We still can fill up 3 more roster spots. Let's go ahead and look at shooting guards first, though. Antonio Daniels, he wants $4 million. I would like him back. He did have a pretty decent season for us. 26 minutes a night, got 6.7. He's 28 though. We'll bring back Antonio Daniels. We'll offer him $4.35 million. Alonzo Mourning here on the free agent market. Could be a nice center to bring in. Could mentor some young guys here. Yeah, let's bring in Alonzo Mourning. I like that. I just want to bring him on a 1-year deal though, see how he does. We'll offer him $5.7. Michael Jordan, after his 1-year, $1 million contract, he now expects $15 million in free agency in his age 40 season. I don't blame him, but can't afford to do it, unfortunately. Let's get Skip to my Lou on this squad. We're offering $2.9 million for 2 years. Hopefully he accepts. We're not going to be able to sign Antonio Daniels, Rafer Alston, and Alonzo Mourning. So we have to pick just one. If I had to pick just one, I would pick Alonzo Mourning. So that's what we're going to do. But let's see if we can bring in anybody of any significance to help us out. Could bring in Anthony Peeler here. Sharpshooter, could come off the bench, knock down some shots for us. He's only won $1.24 million. Let's offer him exactly that. Anthony Peeler will sign with us. Still got 3 more roster spots we can fill. Let's bring back Mark Jackson. Why not? Can mentor some guys if we need him to. Only going to offer him $2 million though. 2.1. Hidu Turkoglu's still a free agent out here. He's only 24 years old. Are we even allowed to bring him in? I don't have enough on him. I only have enough cap space for the minimum. What a bummer. 2 more roster spots to fill. Gonna bring in Gregory Goodwin here on a league minimum. At least try to anyway. Gonna bring in Timothy Aon, 3-point layup artist as well. Tracy McGrady goes up 1 overall to a 96. Chris Bosh here is at 80. Alonzo Mourning regressed 2, unfortunately, to a 77. We only got him on a 1-year deal, though. Hopefully he can just grab boards, be a paint beast for us, protect the rim while these rookies develop, be a safe space for them. Kirk Heinrich coming in with 10 badges as a rookie. You love to see it. And then we got Kyle Korver, who's going to be knocking down threes all season. Great shooting team from the 1 through 3 spot. It's going to be about Bosh and McGrady, though, all season. New recently signed Anthony Peeler, regressed 1 overall, but Stephen Hunter did jump 3 overall in the offseason. Luckily, with the help of Scottie Pippen mentoring him, we were able to get him up, and now he's a viable backup power forward. Earl Watson, looks like he regressed a little bit, did improve his 3-point, though. Mark Jackson regressed down to a 72. Probably not a championship team. Arguably just as good, if not worse than last year's team, but this is going to develop into something special. And if we do end up taking, we'll get Dwight Howard and it'll be a good day. New Orleans is going to be your all-star city this year. 2004 draft class with Dwight Howard is going to be in the mix. Heinrich, McGrady, Korver, Bosh, and Mourning going to be our starting 5. Stephen Hunter is going to be our main 6-man coming off the bench. I was going to say we'd play through star or do like a pick and roll offense, but the way Tracy McGrady performed in this system, I don't want to mess with it because he had a historic season last year and just fell short behind Kobe Bryant for the MVP. I think he could do it again easily this year with his team. Let these rookies develop. See if we got anybody to mentor. So we're going to get Alonzo Mourning to mentor Olumide here. Box out beast we'll give him. Post lockdown. And a brick wall. We'll get Hubert Davis to mentor Kyle Korver, give him dead eye and slippery off ball badges. That would be really good for him. 5th in the power rankings this year. Wow, that's crazy. Behind the Spurs, Nets, Lakers, and Timberwolves. So I was thinking we'll compete for sure. I don't know, going up against the Timberwolves. GM rankings, we are number 1. Thank you very much. Who's going to be in contention for that number 1 overall pick this year, though? I hate to try to go after it again. Houston Rockets, Portland Trail Blazers, the Knicks, the Wizards. Do we try to go after it again? I don't know. We'll see. Stephen Hunter just broke his leg. Get out of here. So our 6-man is out. Brings Anthony Peeler back to the 6-man spot. Earl Watson's going to get more minutes by default. Stephen Hunter out 6 to 8 weeks. That sucks. Let's see how the stats are looking. 11-11, we're a 500 team, about a quarter away through the season. T-Mac dropping 27 points a night, 7 boards, 4 assists. Bosh getting 18 in his rookie season, 18, 8, and 2. Over a block a game and almost a steal. Shooting percentage isn't great, but he will improve. Kyle Korver's getting 13 points a game as a rookie, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Shooting 42% from 3. That's amazing. Kirk Heinrich is our starting point guard. He's getting 8.5, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Heinrich and Korver both shooting over 40% from 3, though. That is amazing. Chris Bosh dropping 18 a game. Love to see that. Lonzo getting about 10 and 6. Really want to see more from him, but He is regressing. Steven Hunter is our sixth man, was getting 7 points, 5 boards coming off the bench for us. Anthony Peeler's doing well for us too, coming off the bench. So we played the Grizzlies. LeBron James dropped 31, 9, and 5 on us. I really wish we got LeBron. Would have transformed this rebuild, but it is what it is. I'm still upset about that. Let's go see how we do against the Timberwolves in their house, against KG. Let's see how Chris Bosh does against Kevin Garnett. People are trying to get Kyle Korver from me. It's not going to happen. Looking how we match up, Tracy McGrady's going to cook Keith Bogans. And I mean, T-Mac's going to cook Keith Bogans. And I like Keith Bogans. KG might put Chris Bosh on a poster tonight. I think we stack up well other than that, though. And these are your defending champs, so as long as you got a superstar on your team, anything's possible in this era. Let's go, baby. Got that vintage look here to our starting lineups. Nice 2000s era look. There goes our head coach, Doc Rivers. T-Mac, bro, it's just unfair. There goes Kevin Garnett. Chris Bosh is on him. Nice defense. Alonzo Mourning with the rebound. I really love this starting five. You got Heinrich and Kyle Korver are your shooters. Heinrich can initiate the offense. You can defend well. T-Mac's your superstar shooting guard. A nice another mid-range. Oh, I thought he was going to make that for sure. But yeah, you got Chris Bosh, the young budding superstar there, power forward, and you got an old vet in Alonzo Mourning. So KG from 3. Splash. I love this vintage look, man. This looks beautiful. I do like these Magic jerseys too. Not the best of all time, but they don't look bad to me. You got to have the pinstripes, though, if you're the Magic. Keith Bogans. Getting it down low. Alonzo Mourning too slow. T-Mac getting a lot of the ball. We love to see that. Pull up 3. That was a little quick there, T-Mac. That was a little quick. Nice steal from Alonzo Mourning. Heinrich got the ball going up the court. Got T-Mac in the corner, but he was going ISO mode. And then he finds T-Mac. Nice floater. Yes, yes, please. Alonzo Mourning with a nice pick there. T-Mac's got the ball. Driving to the hoop. Yo, T-Mac is unstoppable out here, man. T-Mac is going nuts. Double team on Kevin Garnett down low. Steal by Kirk Heinrich. This team's looking good, man. McGrady with the pull-up jumper. He nails it. This team is looking good. Yeah, wow. So the bench unit's probably going to come in. That starting 5 is looking good. And if it weren't so many rookies on this team, I would say, we could win the championship this year. But there's just so many rookies. I don't know how it's going to go in the playoffs. I do think we'll make the playoffs, though. T-Mac. Oh. Earl Watson getting cooked there. We probably got to get rid of him ASAP. But I like the way the team's looking. That's through the first quarter. Let's just go ahead and continue this simulation because I'll be watching this all day. And we're falling behind on them. Oh, we lose a close one there. Kevin Garnett with 23 and 15 on us. T-Mac had 29. Kyle Korver dropped 11. 11 and 10 for Alonzo Mourning. Chris Bosh, not the greatest game, -8. 6 turnovers, couple blocks. 7, 3, and 2. Kirk Heinrich getting it done, but not shooting well. Yeah, this team's going to have to get better if we're going to be able to hang in there in the playoffs. Let's look at these power rankings, see what how teams are doing so far. New York Knicks are 6 and 20. Raptors are 7 and 22. Led by Vince Carter there. Don't really have anybody else. Oh, yeah, the New York Knicks are horrible. We got to get their first-round pick. We got to get the Knicks' first-round pick. So they want Chris Bosh? Hell no. So, yeah, they don't have a first-round pick for us without including Chris Bosh. So that's going to be pretty tough to swing. All right, how's this? They're offering Antonio McDyson their first-round pick this year for Jason Caffey, Chris Bosh, and an 05 unprotected. Let's get rid of Chris Bosh, though. Throw in Alonzo Mourning. And we'll give you a second-rounder. We'll give you our second-rounder this year. They have a counter-offer to that. See, now they want 2 more unprotected first-round picks. And then they'll do it. And they'll throw in a second-rounder. Get rid of the second-rounder. Get rid of one of these for sure. Milwaukee or Toronto's. So we'll give you Toronto's unprotected, no 6. '05 unprotected, Alonzo Mourning, Jason Caffey. There's no guarantees in that one either, man. The Knicks are so bad though. Yeah, if we can't get Dwight Howard with that after trading away all that, we're gonna be screwed. So yeah, we'll cancel this. Let's just finish this season up. Going through the trade deadline, not gonna do any trades. I kind of want to see how this team finishes. We're 29-20 right now. We're kind of picking up steam, even though we just got a few losses. All-Star game, T-Mac leading the East All-Stars. East All-Stars actually won this year, so that's great. AI and T-Mac leading the way. Chauncey Billups won the three-point contest. I don't know who F. Jones is, but they won the slam dunk contest. Sophomores beat the rookies this year. We're third in the East right now at 30-21. Hornets leading out 34-19. Nets right behind them. LA Lakers, they're 43-8 right now, having a crazy year. Spurs right behind them. Grizzlies, led by LeBron James, are third in the West in his first year in the NBA. He's at 84 overall. They got Pau Gasol over there too. Yeah. Let's see how we do, man. Let's see how this team hangs in the playoffs. Contract extensions. Earl Watson will resign. He just wants $1 million a year. Yeah, honestly, probably not going to re-sign any of these guys. A lot of them are pissing me off. Field goal percentages back then were horrible, and I'm trying to be more considerate of that, but it's just hard to look at, man, especially when we're trying to be the best. We got chemistry over 90% now, winning some games. Went on a 2-week winning streak. Looks like we're going to get close to 50 wins. Kyle Korver's out 1 to 2 weeks. We'll have him back for the playoffs, though. Alonzo Mourning, though, does pull his left hamstring. He's going to be out 1 to 2 weeks for the beginning of these playoffs. Kobe Bryant with the back-to-back MVP. 38 points, 7.5 boards, 6 assists, 2.5 steals, and half a block. Shot almost 60, 50, 90, damn near. LeBron gets Rookie of the Year. Brevin Knight gets Sixth Man of the Year. Ben Wallace, Defensive Player of the Year. Quentin Richardson gets Most Improved. Phil Jackson gets Coach of the Year with 60-22 record over there on the Lakers. Executive of the Year, back-to-back, baby. True Frank, 50 wins this year, 35 last year. I'd say that's a drastic improvement. Our offense says is a 96 overall rating. Defense could be a little better. Ended up being third in the East, though. Kobe Bryant, All-NBA first team with your Lakers. You got AI, Kevin Garnett, Dirk, and Shaq. T-Mac on the All-NBA second team this year with Jason Kidd, Tim Duncan, Chris Webber, and Yao Ming. Third team, you got Chauncey Billups, Vince Carter, LeBron as a rookie, Paul Pierce, and Kurt Thomas. All defensive first team, you got Kobe, Ron Artest, Sean Marion, Tim Duncan, and Ben Wallace. Second team's going to be Jason Kidd, Dwayne Wade, Andre Kirilenko, Chris Webber, and Yao Ming. All rookie first team, you got LeBron, Melo, Bosh, Wade, and Chris Kaman. Second team, you got Kirk Heinrich on there. He averaged almost 9, 3, and 5 his rookie season. Shot 36% from 3. He got 30 minutes a night as a rookie. So really gave him his minutes. Keith Bogans, TJ Ford, Jose Calderon, and David West. All right, so your Orlando Magic is the third seed. We're going up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, they got Larry Hughes over there. Jerry Stackhouse is going to lead them. They got James Posey, Kwame Brown, Brendan Haywood. Interesting squad and a good bench with David Robinson, Christian Laettner, Jared Jeffries, Juan Dixon. So they're deep for sure, especially on bigs. I'm kind of letting Larry Hughes and Jerry Stackhouse lead the way for those guard spots. Really good rebounding team, though. Over 53 rebounds a game. That was second in the league. So, yeah, they got an interesting squad. One of the worst scoring teams in the league, numbers-wise, but a great rebounding team. Middle-of-the-pack defensive team. Let's see what we do. Magic, second best three-point shooting team in the league. One of the highest scoring teams in the league at 106 a game. We were almost top 5. We were 5th in the league, actually. We were 5th in points per game and 5th in opponents' points per game, so that's pretty good with a 5.4 point differential. 50 wins, I'd say that's a hell of a season. We're looking at the Nets to meet in the Eastern Conference Finals, but we got to focus on these Wizards first. Let's go ahead and increase our minutes for our rookies and our superstar T-Mac here. They're all tired, but we don't care. We need you. Now is the time. For our bench, Mark Jackson's going to get 17, Earl Watson 19, Stephen Hunter's going to get 21. We're going to give 23 to Austin Peeler. Going to give 30 to Alonzo, 36 to Bosch, 38 to McGrady. Kyle Korver's hurt for now, so we'll have Hubert Davis in there getting 26 minutes a night, 30 for Kirk Heinrich. So yeah, that's our playoff team, man. Let's see how we do. I think we should be able to smack them, though, honestly. With Tracy McGrady, he's going to be the best player on the floor every night. And we win game 1 by 5. Tracy McGrady with 32, Bosch with 25 and 11. That's what I'm talking about. Jump right into game 2. We lose game 2 pretty bad. We didn't really have a lead for much of the night at all. Tracy McGrady's dropped 36, Bosch with 28. We let Jerry Stackhouse and Larry Hughes just pile it on us, though. Kirk Heinrich, you're going to have to be better defensively. Stackhouse with 33, Larry Hughes with 26. They had 3 other guys scored more than 10. So now the series is 1-1. Kyle Korver's back. We lose by 10 in game 2. I'm going to do some adjusting here. Oh, no. Why didn't this pop up? So Tracy McGrady just broke his right kneecap. And I might as well just simulate these playoffs because we're not winning a championship now. So here's our starting 5. You got a hurt Alonzo Mourning. You got Chris Bosch, who's going to get 37 minutes. He's going to be our leader. Kyle Korver, Anthony Peeler, Kirk Heinrich, Earl Watson off the bench, Stephen Hunter, Mark Jackson. Oh, yeah, Deji, yeah. We're screwed without McGrady. Might as well simulate round. Wizards go on to beat us. We don't win another game after that. That's devastating to lose T-Mac in the playoffs like that. Detroit beats Milwaukee in 7, so it's Detroit versus Washington. Atlanta does beat New Jersey, the 1-seeded Nets, in 7. They move on as the 8th seed. They're going to play the Hornets, who beat the Cavs. Memphis Grizzlies win their first playoff series against the previous year's champions, the Timberwolves, and they beat them in 7. They're going to play the Lakers. We're going to see if LeBron James can sit here and win a championship in his rookie year. You got Spurs and Jazz that moved on in that other semifinal matchup. All right, so valiant effort by LeBron and the Grizzlies, but they lose to the Lakers in 6. They go on to play the Spurs. Spurs beat the Jazz in 7. The Hornets go on to beat the Hawks, and Detroit does beat the Wizards in 7. So you got Detroit versus New Orleans, and you got LA versus the Spurs. I imagine whoever wins out of the West is going to be your champion this year. You got Pistons versus Lakers. Lakers sweep. Kobe Bryant's your MVP. And we're back to the drawing board. Player retirements, you got Hakeem Olajuwon, Karl Malone, Charles Oakley, Mark Jackson finally retired. Michael Jordan is going to retire. He played with the Spurs in his last year. Sean Kemp, David Robinson, Dikembe Mutombo. Anthony Peeler unfortunately retires in his age 34 season. He was a big part of our team this year. That was a frustrating year. We'll see what we can do in this next year. Don Nelson, Alan Bibby, they're going to retire as coaches. Hall of Fame inductees, you got Michael Jordan, of course, the GOAT. You got Karl Malone, you got Hakeem Olajuwon, you got David Robinson, all entering the Hall of Fame. All of them are going to get their jersey retired too, with their respective teams. The Charlotte Bobcats will be added as an expansion team this season. That's going to be the only rule changes this year. And now we have 6 divisions. We are in the Southeast Division with these Charlotte Bobcats. We can definitely compete for this division, no doubt. So the Raptors have the number 1 odds at the number 1 pick. New York Knicks there as well. We're just going to skip the lottery. I wish we made an effort to get a first-round pick, but it is what it is. We do have the 26th pick. Interesting to see who we get there. Need an assistant GM. Give me Chester Townsend. We do sign Chester Townsend. I'm wondering who we're going to be able to get at 26th. Jameer Nelson could definitely be a play here. We do need a point guard. Long tenured Magic player there. One of the greatest Magic point guards of all time. J.R. Smith here as well. He's not going to fall to us. We could try to move up for a pick. You never know. The Bobcats, they're doing an expansion draft, so we're going to have to protect some players. Tracy McGrady, Chris Bosh, Kirk Heinrich, Stephen Hunter, and Kyle Korver being the only ones we really want. There's the Charlotte Bobcats in their expansion draft. Are they going to get a draft pick as well? I've got Kirk Heinrich still, Tracy McGrady, Kyle Korver, Oscar Teague, Hubert Davis, Stephen Hunter under contract 1 more year. We still got Chris Bosh, and we got no centers, so gonna have some work to do. And I wonder what I could do to get the 13th pick, 17th pick. So if I give up a 05 first round pick, I can get the 17th pick. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'd like to get more picks in this draft. So now we got 17 and we got 26. Dwight Howard goes to the Raptors. So Chris Bosh and Dwight Howard switching places in this universe. Dwight Howard's going to go lead the Toronto Raptors while we got Chris Bosh over here. Devin Harris goes 2nd overall to the Seattle Supersonics. Emeka Okafor goes to the Celtics 3 overall. And Luol Deng goes 4th to the Bobcats, our newest NBA team. 5th overall is Andre Scott. Donald May goes to the Suns. The Sonics get Josh Smith. Verjao going to the Sixers here. Chris Humphries going to the Blazers. Jess Cole is going to the Miami Heat. And we're up in about 6 picks. Josh Childress goes to the Bulls at 12 to pair up with Dwayne Wade, I guess. Trevor Ariza here with the Nuggets. J.R. Smith goes to the Clippers. I was hoping he'd fall to 17, but he does not. Kevin Martin here to the Hawks. We were really hoping. And then Tony Allen. So just daggers to the heart, back-to-back to picks. Now the Magic are on the clock. I knew we should have got 13. We're going to go Jameer Nelson, though. For all intents and purposes, we got to go Jameer Nelson, right? Welcome to the squad out of St. Joseph's. You'll fit right in, man. Ben Gordon and Sean Livingston go right before our 26th pick. So now let's see what we were going to get at 26. And they want to give us Hedo Turkoglu. I think that's very fitting, right? Hedo Turkoglu for the 26th pick. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Give us Hedo, man. Yes, sir. So we traded a 26th pick for Hedo Turkoglu. Now we got Jameer Nelson, Hedo Turkoglu on the squad. Don't really got Dwight, but we do got Chris Bosh and Tracy McGrady to build him around. And we got the 2nd round pick too. So yeah, we're going to go with Hugh Robinson here. We need a center. Got 2 rookie centers. We got Shannon Hamilton and Hugh Robinson here. Hugh Robinson, Shannon Hamilton out the 2nd round. Jameer Nelson, we're all going to sign. No team or player options. Not going to extend any qualifying offers. Go right into free agency. All right. I had to get a cup of coffee to get my mind back right. Laptop still got enough battery to keep us going. We're over 3 hours shooting into this, and we've only been 2 years, so trying to pick up the pace a little bit without rushing myself. Looking at the cap. Let's look at this salary cap here. We will match an $800,000 offer on Oscar Teague. Could bring back Mike Miller for $6 million. That'd be cool, honestly. Let's do that. 3 years, $6 million a year. Please take that. Mike Miller agrees to the 3-year, $6 million a year contract. Bringing back Oscar Teague as well. So Mike Miller being our big free agent splash, we get him back after having to trade him away to the Jazz for that 1st round pick that we got so disappointed on. Yeah, I'll be honest, moratorium confuses me sometimes, and I'll just go right to free agency just because I'm not even trying to deal with it. So now we're in free agency, and now it's showing me the appropriate cap room. We have $7 million in cap with 11 people rostered, so that still gives us enough room to bring in another big player if we wanted to. Could bring in a young Jamal Crawford at 24 years old. That would be insane. He might start over Jameer Nelson in the beginning. Great 3-level scorer. Him and Mike Miller coming off the bench for us would be great. Could bring in a young Manu Ginobili as well for $5 million a year. Tony Kukoc. Let's offer Jamal Crawford 3-year, $4 million a year contract. Jamal Crawford will sign. We still have $2 million in cap. We got Jamal Crawford, so that's a win. But if McGrady gets hurt again, Crawford will be a great backup to have. We're really going to have him as our 6th man. Got Mike Miller, Kyle Korver, Hedo Turkoglu here. So yeah, this is a squad for sure. We just need a starting center. We may have to bring back Alonzo Mourning. He's getting offered over $3 million a year. Let's just offer him $3 million then, 3.1, and hope he takes it. He does take it. Nice. So we bring back Alonzo Mourning. He'll be enough at the center spot this year while we figure it out. Antonio Daniels and Olumide will both sign. So that gives us 15 people. So there's your roster. Jamal Crawford, Kirk Heinrich. Let's look at it like this. Tracy McGrady, when he gets back, we'll see how he progresses. Mike Miller, Chris Bosh, Jamal Crawford, Alonzo Mourning, Kirk Heinrich, Hedo Turkoglu, Stephen Hunter, Kyle Korver, Antonio Daniels, Jameer Nelson. Now we're talking here. Now you're talking about a team. Let's go right to player progression. Tracy McGrady does regress one, carrying over an injury from last season, a broken right kneecap. He's going to be a 95 this season. Chris Bosh went up 3. Great job there. He's a 83 overall. Mike Miller's a 81. Jamal Crawford's a 79 now. Kirk Heinrich's up to a 78. Kyle Korver's up to a 77. Stephen Hunter's up to a 77. Hedo Turkoglu, 76 overall. Alonzo Mourning, he's down to a 75. Antonio Daniels stays the same. Jameer Nelson's a rookie. Oscar T goes up 1 to a 71. And then everyone else there. This is our best team we've had since we've started, for sure. We've got a young emerging Chris Bosh. We got a bunch of great shooters and scorers, playmakers and defenders around him. It may be time to break out a perimeter-centric system and be the Orlando Magic before they were the Orlando Magic. And really, when they started adding Rashard Lewis and Hedo Turkoglu to that offense and doing 4 out, that may be the route that we have to go now. And we could start Chris Bosh at the 5, even though in this era, it's not ideal. Toronto is going to be your all-star city for 2005 draft class. Either way, any way you go, you're going to have a great pick. Chris Paul obviously would be the number 1 pick here. Yeah, a lot of good players you could go. I'll be happy just to get Gortat, man. At this point, we need a center. So we're going to advance right into next season, man. I hate that they took away the training camps. I used to like those old training camps on my NBA. Is it the year we finally win the freaking championship? It's saying we should go with Alonzo Mourning, Chris Bosh, Mike Miller, Tracy McGrady, and Jamal Crawford. I was thinking kind of a 6-man role for Jamal Crawford. Heinrich's up to a 78. They're both sharing the same minutes anyway. So yeah, bring Kyle Korver, Hedo Turkoglu behind him. Sean Hunter there. He's basically going to be playing that backup 4-5 role for us. He's a 7-footer anyway. Oh yeah, Jameer Nelson's way down here. That's not happening. Got to get him some playing time. And Antonio Daniels will be that odd man out. He'll be like our 11th man. 19 for Kyle Korver, 17 for Stephen Hunter. Hedo Turkoglu is going to get 15 minutes, and Jameer Nelson is going to get 15 minutes in his rookie season. Let's stay healthy, man. Let's hope for a great year, and I think we can win the championship, at least make it out of the East. Let's look at player mentorship first. So we're going to get Chris Bosh to get mentored up by Alonzo Mourning in the end of his career here. Going to give him brick wall, paint patroller, and post lockdown. That's going to be our only mentor for this year. Kyle Korver, after the first game, not even through the first game of the season, he's got a cracked vertebrae, so it's really good we have Mike Miller, but having him not coming off the bench is going to suck. We'll just put Hedo Turkoglu right in that same role, though. And honestly, I don't even feel tempted to play Antonio Daniels. We're just going to increase everybody else's minutes. Yeah, 4 to 6 months, I think, is what it said. That's rough. 9-man rotation. Let's go. Starting off hot, we're on a 4-game win streak. Wow, we started off 10-0, baby. Wow. So we lose our first game against the Nets by 7. We're 15-1, though. Definitely the best team in the league, I imagine. Jason Kidd over there, Kenyon Martin, Morris Peterson went off on us, Richard Jefferson. That's a good squad they got over there. A lot of big victories. Chemistry is up to 69. Fan interest is at 86.4%. Out in front of the East above the Bulls, Celtics, Pistons, Cavs, Bucks, Nets, then Heat. And the Kirk Heinrich deals are pouring in, but we're declining them. Now we're getting offers for Turkoglu and Nelson. Going to turn that down. Simulation's going beautifully. Getting offered a lot of Jameer Nelson trades. I don't know if I like that though. Really like Jameer Nelson. I like where he's going. I like where this team is at. He's got a lot of potential to fill out still. Getting offered Jason Terry and Antonio McDyess for Jamal Crawford and Kirk Heinrich. That's definitely something you got to look at. Jason Terry, great player. It's only 27 still. I don't know, man. I feel like we lose too much guard depth in that. Because we'll have Jason Terry and Jameer Nelson, and we'll still have Tracy McGrady, but then it's just going to be Antonio McDaniels behind him. It does make us better at the point guard spot, but out of Kirk Heinrich, Jamal Crawford, and Jameer Nelson, one of those guys in this simulation is going to become the man. We're not going to need Jason Terry for long. Let's decline, although that was a pretty good offer. Today's the trade deadline. We aren't going to stop. We're going to keep going. We're 41-8, 42-8 through the first 50. Bobcats are horrible in year one. We should try to get their first round pick, huh? For this draft class, man, we should have got a first round pick. We'll get one in the offseason. We're going to get a draft pick out of this round. We might win a championship, though. We're 42-8. We're the best team in the league right now. Lakers 36-11. Nice close all-star game this year. The West win by 1 in the showdown, 122-121. T-Mac been an all-star for the third year in a row. Chris Bosh makes his first all-star team. Very nice. West all-stars there. The rookies beat the sophomores, though. Against a stacked squad like that, I don't see how that's possible. But yeah, Chris Bosh made the all-star team, and he was on the sophomore team. He's getting 18-11 this year. Kirk Heinrich on that sophomore team as well. Vince Carter wins the dunk contest. Chauncey Billups wins the three-point contest. And we're just rocking and rolling, man. Coming out with a win streak right out from All-Star break. Lose against the Timberwolves. That's a good squad. Contract extension deadline. Let's see. Stephen Hunter's not going to re-sign with us, unfortunately. He's refusing to re-sign. Everyone else is not eligible. So nobody to re-sign here. 51-10. Let's finish off the season. Fan interest is over 90%. Chemistry at a 74. Let's finish strong. And Mike Miller's back. As soon as we get Mike Miller back, Kyle Korver breaks his leg, man. We can't catch a break. And what do you know? Tracy McGrady gets most valuable player. Almost 30 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, 6 assists, over a steal and half a block. 57, almost 58% from the field goal percentage. 47% from three. Elite numbers there. Dwight Howard, Rookie of the Year, of course. He got 20 and 14 in his rookie year. Sucks we couldn't get him. Boris Diaw, 14, 6 and 4. Sixth Man of the Year. Andre Kirilenko gets Defensive Player of the Year. Very nice. Over 2 steals and 2.5 blocks a game. Earl Watson gets Most Improved Player. The one guy we could have secured on our team who got picked up by the Bobcats in that expansion draft. He goes over there and balls out. 9 points, 3 rebounds, almost 5 assists. Doc Rivers gets Coach of the Year. We got 70 wins, this Orlando Magic team. That's the best Orlando Magic team of all time and one of the best records. We got 70 wins. That's shocking. Drew Frank, Executive of the Year for the 3rd year in a row. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So yeah, hell of a year for the Magic. We got to follow it up with a championship. So we're going all in on these playoffs. T-Mac on the first team with Kobe, Chris Webber. LeBron gets first team in his 2nd year in the league. And Shaquille O'Neal. Second team, you got Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Yao Ming. Third team, you got Gilbert Arenas over there on the Clippers, Jason Kidd, Carmelo Anthony with the Cavs, Jermaine O'Neal, and Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard gets all NBA third team as a rookie. All defensive first, Kobe, Ron Artest, Andre Kirilenko, Chris Webber, and Dwight Howard, all defensive first team as a rookie. Amazing first season. You got Jason Kidd, Dwayne Wade, Sean Marion, LeBron James, and Shaquille O'Neal on all defensive second team. All rookie first team, of course, you got Dwight Howard, you got Luol Deng, you got Emeka Okafor, J.R. Smith, who we really wish we got. He averaged 14 points a game in his rookie season. That would have been like our Jamal Crawford. And Chris Humphries. Danny Weber, Andre Scott, Devin Harris, Anderson Varejao, and Josh Smith, all rookie second team. Josh Smith only getting 7 and 7, not even, in his rookie season on 27 minutes a night. Definitely expect him to develop big in the offseason. Obviously, we're the first seed. We're going up the Nets. What a matchup. They ended up being the 8th seed. The Nets are going to be a tough matchup, though. They still got Jason Kidd, Richard Jefferson over there. Oh, they got a lot of injuries right now, though. Kenyon Martin's got a broken ankle. He's day-to-day, though, so he's going to be cleared soon. Richard Jefferson's got a lower back bruise. He's going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks, it looks like. They may play him through that. And Raja Bell's got back spasms. So we're in a good spot. They got Rafer Alston over there, Gary Trent, Kerry Kittles, Morris Peterson, and Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd being the main problem we got to worry about. But yeah, we should be able to beat them. Got a bunch of guys that are tired. Can't really have that. I want Kirk Heinrich back in the starting lineup. Still want to give Jamal Crawford a lot of minutes. We're going to give him 31. Kirk Heinrich will get 29. We'll give 41 to Tracy McGrady, even though he's tired. 29 for Mike Miller. We'll give 35 to Chris Bosh. It's saying we play Kyle Korver, even though he's freaking hurt. He's got a broken right leg, and we're still playing him. What is 2K on this year? He's got a broken right leg, and yet he's still getting 19 minutes a night. And we got Jameer Nelson 15th in rotation. I want to give Jameer Nelson minutes, but nah, honestly, we're going to have to go down to an 8-man rotation. Once Kyle Korver gets back, we'll go to a 9-man rotation. But Jameer Nelson being a rookie, he's just going to have to watch and learn. Give it to Bosh, 37. And I'll give it to Jamal Crawford, give him 33. So yeah, T-Mac getting 41, Chris Bosh getting 37, Jamal Crawford getting 33, coming off the bench, 6-man. 27 for Lonzo, 29 for Heinrich and Mike Miller. Unfortunately, Kyle Korver, he's going to be out for a little bit. We can play him, I guess, with a broken right leg, but we're not going to do that. So Hedo Turkoglu is going to be that big shooting wing for us. Jamal Crawford being that big scoring guard, creating a lot of his own offense coming off the bench. Stephen Hunter kind of being our backup big. Yeah, I think this is perfect, man. I think that's the recipe for success. We win game 1. Nets take game 2 in our house. I told you, man, this team, they're good. And the fact they got an 8 seed is unlucky for us. But we're still going to beat them, right? We're still going to beat them, right? Thank you. Win by 3 in game 3. Hell yeah. That's what we need, fellas. That's what we need, fellas. Chris Bosh got a sore right knee. He's going to have to play through it. Dominant first quarter. Keep it going, gentlemen. Nice dominant game 4 win. We're up 3-1 now. 25 and 10 for McGrady. Chris Bosh with 25 points, even though he's hurt. 22 for Mike Miller. Great addition, as well as Jamal Crawford getting 18. 16 and 5 for Heinrich. Alonzo Mourning getting 14 and 4. What did he average this season? Let's go to our regular season stats for the team. I'm not going to change anything. I just want to see. T-Mac, we already saw his MVP numbers this year. Chris Bosh had 20 and 11, 3 assists as well. Mike Miller getting 15 and 5, 2 assists as well. Shot 41% from 3. T-Mac shot 47%. Chris Bosh shot 36% from 3. Kirk Heinrich shot 42% from 3. He averaged 7 and 5. Alonzo Mourning in 26 minutes got 8 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.7 blocks. Field goal percentage was 39.5. That's pretty bad. Definitely going to be looking to someone else in the offseason. Jamal Crawford getting 14 points and 4 assists coming off the bench for us. A couple rebounds as well. Kyle Korver, he was hurt so damn much, but shot over 40%, almost 10 points a game. Hedo Turkoglu in 21 minutes got 7 points, 3.5 boards, 37% from 3. Stephen Hunter getting those boards for us as our backup big, getting about 5 points, 6 rebounds a game. Jameer Nelson having a good rookie season, getting 6, 2, and 3. 33% from 3. He'll be improving though, so we're excited to see where this goes. Up 3-1 on the Nets. Come on, y'all. Show them why we won 70 games. Gentlemen sweep because we're gentlemen. Game 5, take out the Nets. We're moving on to the next round. Mike Miller getting 21 in the win. McGrady getting 20. Bosh getting 20, 15, and 5. Stellar numbers. Love to see it. Detroit beats Cleveland in 6. They're going to move on and play us. You got Chicago taking on Miami as they move on. You got the Clippers, the 1 seed out there. They gentlemen sweep the Nuggets. Sacramento sweep the Lakers, the previous year's championship. So watch out for Sacramento for sure. They got that 1 seed they're going up against. Utah advances past Golden State, and San Antonio advances past New Orleans. So it's going to be an interesting playoff. Let's see how we stack up against Detroit. They got Ben Wallace over there, so Alonzo Mourning is going to have his fucking hands full. He's not going to be able to get off anything in the paint. We're not going to be relying on him for scoring anyway. They got Pau Gasol. They got Chauncey Billups. They got Nick Collison, a young Nick Collison on there. They got a young Tony Allen on there. They got a young Sean Livingston. So, yeah, very interesting squad over there. Mainly those top 3, though, very scary. They're big 3, and being Ben Wallace, Pau Gasol, and Chauncey Billups. That's an interesting squad. And the Pistons did win in 04. Let's remember that. Yeah, not much we're going to do with the lineup. We're already running an 8-man rotation, so not even really going to look at it, honestly. Let's see how we compare, though. They're not a great three-point shooting team or a great ball handling team. That's one of our main strengths. Last meeting, we did beat them. We are the projected pick. Looking at our lineup, you know, it's really just mainly those 3 guys that they got. Billups, Gasol, and Ben Wallace. So as long as we can just outscore them, like Tracy McGrady is going to have to go off. All these guys are going to have to play their role. And Chris Bosh is going to have to do his thing, too, against Pau Gasol. That's going to be a big thing as well. But, yeah, it shouldn't even be an issue. It shouldn't even be a problem. We're shooting over 40% from 3 as a team. They're shooting like 30%. Is that Rick Carlisle over there? All right. Little malice in the palace. Let's see how we do game 1. We take a lead in the first, but we're kind of steadily coming back in there. Now it's neck and neck, coming down to the end. We take game 1 with a 14-point win. Mike Miller, the unsung hero of these playoffs, man. A lot of 20-point games for him stacking up. He leads the team in scoring this game with 27. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Game 2. Game 2 is ours, too. We're up 2-0. Bosh with the leading and scoring this game. Doing really good. All right. Down by 4 with 10 minutes left. It looks like we're falling out of it. Pistons are going to get one. We almost scraped together a win in the 4th, but up 2-1 now. No worries. And that was at their place, too. Come on, Magic. Come back and win. Come back and win. Overtime. Ooh, I should have slowed it down. Magic losing overtime in game 4. And now the series is tied. So now we're kind of raising our eyebrows a little bit. And we're wondering what the hell happened. Pau Gasol is going off on us. T-Mac dropped 48 points. Still wasn't enough. Mike Miller consistently getting these 20-point games. Crawford, Alonzo Mourning, Chris Bosh had a rough shooting night. Yeah, Chris Bosh, you're just going to have to get it together, bro. Going into game 5. You just got to pull together a win. Pull together a win, gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Yes, we're up 3-2 now. Win by 11 in game 5 at our house. We have a chance to take it and go to the Eastern Conference Finals in game 6 in Detroit. Bosh with 29 and 18. Great bounce back game. 23 points for Crawford. T-Mac with almost 30. Mike Miller with 15. And I'm almost thinking we need to start Stephen Hunter over Alonzo Mourning because he's getting more boards. He's younger. He's more athletic. I don't know. Alonzo Mourning might be tired. We just got to keep it going, fellas. Chicago does advance past Miami. Sacramento sweeps the defending champs. Then they get swept by the Clippers. Utah up 3-2 on San Antonio. We got to get it done. Got to get it done, y'all. Knock them out in their house. Knock them out in their house. Win by 2. 97-95. That would have been a cool game to watch. Chris Bosh with 29 and 13 and the closeout win. T-Mac having probably his worst game yet. He only shot 11 shots, though, which is very unlike him. 14, 9, and 6. If that's his worst game, I'll take it. So, yeah, we do advance. Let's see how we look against Chicago. They got Dwayne Wade over there, the hometown kid. He's at 88 overall. He's leading the way. Tyson Chandler, 85 overall, 22. Nice young team. Definitely not no joke. I definitely think we're better than them, though, for sure. For sure. We're better than them. And we got Tracy McGrady. That's all that matters. Player stats so far in these playoffs. Bosh is averaging 21 and 12, essentially. Field goal percentage is a little suspect, but He's really doing well for us on 39 minutes a night, 37 minutes for T-Mac. He's getting 27, 7, and 7 in these playoffs. Absurd. Mike Miller averaging about 20 points a game almost. Jamal Crawford getting about 16 off the bench. Got Kirk Heinrich in that starting point guard. And obviously Jamal Crawford is playing a lot better than Kirk Heinrich. I just think Jamal Crawford serves better as a six-man. Obviously he ended up winning a bunch of Six-Man of the Year awards. He creates his own offense. He's going to take away from T-Mac if he's in that starting lineup. A lot of people understand that, but some reason I feel like I need to justify it. He's getting more minutes than Heinrich too. They're getting about the same though. So, and Stephen Hunter, yeah, we might need to put him in the starting lineup over Alonzo Mourning. They're playing pretty similarly though, so it doesn't matter. Spurs move on to play the Clippers. I figured that was going to happen. They beat Utah in 7. So you got Clippers, Spurs, Magic, Bulls. Game 1. Boom. Bulls smack us in game 1. Dwayne Wade dropped a triple-double, 30-point triple-double on us. 33, 11, and 12. Wow. That has got me shocked. 33, 11, and 12 for Dwayne Wade. Boris Diaw got 19 and 8. Eddie Curry got 17 and 10. 13 and 12 for Tyson Chandler. That's not surprising. And what did we do? T-Mac not shooting the ball enough. 17, 6, and 5 on 37 minutes. I'm about to do playthrough star if you're not going to shoot the ball. If we lose another game like that, we're going to change our playbook to playthrough star because we need Tracy McGrady putting up more than 12 shots. I don't care if Dwayne Wade's guarding him. We'll chalk it up to a bad game 1. Come back. Let's see how we do in game 2. Start off with a good first quarter. Love to see that. All right, so we are going to take game 2 pretty handedly. Much better performance all around. Put up 130 points in this era. That's huge. Game 3, let's do it. Let's take one in their house, baby. We got to go in their house and beat them. Yep. Oh, we go to overtime. And Chicago beats us in overtime, man. That's annoying. We got to decide how we're going to do this. We got to get to the finals. Dwayne Wade didn't even play, and we lost? Dwayne Wade didn't even play, and we lost this game. What's going on? Hold up. Dwayne Wade got hurt. Right humerus fracture. He's out for the season. So that's good for us. So we got guys like J.R. Bremer and Danielle Marshall dropping 25 and 29 on our heads. Now that he's hurt, I don't know how we lose that game. It should be a clean sweep from here on out. We should not lose a game. We should not. Why do they have the lead right now? Are you kidding me, dude? There's no fucking way. We lose by 22 points. 22 points to a team of Jalen Rose with a broken toe. Danielle Marshall's hurt. You got Boris Diaw dropping double-doubles, 26 and 9. No Dwayne Wade. I don't get it. I don't get it. We're playing through star. I don't care. Playing physical defense because it's the playoffs. We should have did that a minute ago. And probably increase T-Mac's minutes at this point. T-Mac is tired. I get it. So, yeah, we're going to decrease the bench players a little bit. Going to give Jamal Crawford, Tracy McGrady, Mike Miller a little bit more minutes. And see if we can come back down 3-1. I think it's possible because they're so depleted without Dwayne Wade, but we just lost 2 games in a row to them. And they didn't have Dwayne Wade. And still, they're still hanging in these games with us, and it's super frustrating. We win game 5, down 3-2 now. Tracy McGrady, even though we did the playthrough star, he only put up 16 shots. He was 8 for 10 from free throw, though. But yeah, definitely want to play through him. We got Bosch, got 23 and 19. This is the stat line we want to see every night. Miller and Crawford right behind him. Then Alonzo Mourning. Still putting up too many shots, but it's okay. 2 more games. We got to do it, fellas. They don't got Dwayne Wade. They're missing everybody. We got no excuses, gentlemen. It's go time. We're going to game 7, baby. Chris Bosh with 35 and 12. He's having an amazing playoffs. Tracy McGrady and Chris Bosh combined for 70 points. McGrady almost had a 35-point triple-double, 12 for 18. Mike Miller with 20 points. Game 7, baby. Spurs up 3-2 on the Clippers. We can do it. Let's go. Do you believe in magic? We're killing them in Game 7, baby. Absolutely killing them. 107-77, 15 seconds left. We're going to the finals. I want to jump in this court and see how it looks on the celebration. Very cool court. The Orlando Magic basketball court back then. Orlando Magic are going to the finals, baby. Man, we were down 3-1 and we almost lost to Boris Diaw. That was about to be the freaking thumbnail, man. Oh, we grinded for that. That's how I know we're hungry. That's how I know we're ready. Let's just watch this celebration, this beautiful celebration, y'all. Chris Bosh got the Eastern Conference trophy. Tracy McGrady with 24 points in the win. Mike Miller with 20. Chris Bosh 16 and 13. He had an insane Eastern Conference Finals and just playoffs in general. Jalen Rose with 20 points, 9 for 23. Eddie Curry had 14. Yeah. Luckily, that Boris Diaw stuff stopped pretty soon. He went 2 for 13 in this game. I thought he was about to be finals MVP at the rate it was going. So now that we're out in the finals, we're looking out west. It's a tied up now, 3-3 between the Clippers and the Spurs. Spurs advance. We're going up against these Spurs, though. Obviously, they got Tim Duncan in the mix. 97 overall in this game. We're going to have our hands full. We're going to be relying on sophomore Chris Bosh heavy in this one. Tony Parker, Corey Maggetti's on here. Steven Jackson, Malik Rose. Darko Milicic is on here. Bruce Bowen is hurt. He has a sprained right foot. He's day-to-day, though. Beno Udre, rookie point guard. He's going to be out 1 to 2 weeks with a hairline fracture in his left arm. So they're going to be out some point guard depth, but they got Tony Parker there. So you got T-Mac and Chris Bosh versus Tim Duncan and Tony Parker. I think we got better depth than them, but with those two guys, you never know. Let's see how we compare. So we did beat them last time we played them. We are the spread consensus pick. They don't have a lot of weaknesses at all over there, though. Where's Popovich, man? Who is that? Who is that coach they got over there? But yeah, they do got a nice starting lineup. This is going to be our toughest series yet. We got to buckle up, gentlemen, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Let's go win game 1 at home. We're the best team in the league. Let's go show them right here. We're the best team in the league. Orlando Magic, man. You in our house. You in our house. You in our house. We won a close one. I was scared. Oh, 34, 9, and 7 for T-Mac in the win. Chris Bosh getting 17 and 12. You got Kurt Heinrich getting 14. Mike Miller was a little off this game. Tim Duncan got 27 and 16. 18 and 9 for Tony Parker. It was a close one, 198. But we get the game 1 win. That was huge. Let's go do it again. Let's go do it again, gentlemen. Let's go do it again. It's so close right now. Oh, we win another close one in game 2, baby. T-Mac gets 27, 7, and 8. Chris Bosh with 15 and 17. Mike Miller all day. 3 for 7 from 3, 27 points. Let's keep it going. Performing so well. Take the 3-0 lead against the Spurs. How you doing? 45 and 10 for Tracy McGrady. 20 and 15 for Chris Bosh. Are you kidding me? Even though he had a poor shooting night, it doesn't matter when you're playing like this. Mike Miller, 17 points. Jamal Crawford, 16 and 8. There's the Spurs stats, but who cares? 3-0, baby. We're so close to the gold, we can taste it. You got to go get it. You got to go take it tonight. Don't give them a game. You take it tonight. Clean sweep. Rip the Band-Aid off. Let's go. Rip it off. Rip it. Oh. Spurs come back in the fourth quarter. They get one. They kill us in the fourth quarter. Bosh had 23 and 13. McGrady only putting up 13 shots. I don't know why that was. 17, 11, and 5. Mike Miller getting 21 points. It's all right. You got to go into this next one and do it big. That's what you got the next one for. Come on, let's go. Let's go, y'all. Orlando Magic, let's hoist the banner. Minute 21 left. Up by 4 here. All we got to do is hold the ball. Quick ISO for T-Mac here. Oh, right in his mouth. Long range too. Or was that a 3? Oh, yeah. Let's go. We're winning. We're winning the finals, baby. When you got T-Mac, you don't even... I could have made that with my eyes closed. And we got the rebound. Let's go. Let's go. Man, when you got Tracy McGrady, all things are possible. You got the MVP. He's going to be the finals MVP, baby. Let's freaking go, man. Oh, yes, and we got the ball back. Oh, wait, nah. It don't matter. We're up by 7, baby. Took the shot clock violation. I thought he stole it, and then we stole it back, and we had the ball back, and we were just going to run out the clock. Run out that clock, baby. Orlando Magic, we did it. Tracy McGrady, you're a champ. Orlando Magic, first championship ever for the franchise. I am a genius. Let's go. Chris Bosh, Hedo Turkoglu, Mike Miller, Jameer Nelson, even though he didn't play. You got Kirk Heinrich. We're all here, man. Alonzo Mourning, he did it with us too. Whew, that feels good. Did it in year 3. Man, oh man. We already know who the finals MVP is. But man, Chris Bosh, he made a case too. He definitely made a case. Shout out to my laptop for making it through these long ass videos. Shout out to Dwight Howard. We wanted to get you, but we did it without you. You ended up leaving us anyway, so we have no loyalty to you. But congrats to Dwight Howard for making the Hall of Fame. That was well deserved. Hedo Turk's the champ. Mike Miller, number 50 for the Magic here, holding up the trophy. And Tracy McGrady is going to be your finals MVP. Well deserved, man. Look at that. Let's go, man. Orlando Magic, we getting a chip this year. Paolo Banchero, he's next up. We had to get T-Mac one real quick. And shout out to me with the gameplay with that step back 3 to seal the game. 32-6-6 for T-Mac in the finals win. 23-12 for Bosh. Mike Miller with 18. He was so consistent. So was Jamal Crawford. Yeah, man. Tracy McGrady, baby. What a year. Finals MVP. MVP of the league. All-Star, All-NBA, first team. We did it, man. Really super fun to play these MyEras. Love this feature about 2K. Gonna be doing some more here soon. I had a lot of fun with this rebuild. It was a grind. They're always harder than I think they'll be, but they always end up being so much more fun. Felt like we had a lot of good moments in this. Keep showing y'all what I got. We did it in 3 years here too. 2004, 2005 NBA champs. So yeah, on to the next one. Hope y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Got a lot more coming your way, so just stay tuned. Blessings to everybody. Good luck. Good night. Dylan's out. Peace.